Wow! The joy of a black American who realized she is Igbo.
Igbo Area TV, on the Igbo.
Igbo!
Whoa! We always do that.
It is with great pleasure that I report our matriclan analysis successfully identified your maternal genetic ancestry. By analyzing your mitochondrial DNA sequence, we have determined that you share a maternal genetic ancestry with Igbo people in Nigeria today. So that's the only... Wow, your sequence similarity score is 99.7.
Cool.
This measure means that we are 99.7 confident in your result. The bold letters indicate DNA sequence patterns that you share with the Igbo. Victoria Williams, the Igbo people living in Nigeria. I was speaking to a Nigerian lady too, and I was telling her the story about my grandmother calling me
Red Igbo.
as a little girl. I had no idea what that meant, but it just felt different from everybody else that they were calling. I'm like, why are you calling me that?
I heard that the term red bone comes from that.
Yeah.
From Red Igbo.
And so then she looked at me, she says, yeah, you do. You do look like a Red Igbo. Sounded like I did not know until I stumbled into it, in college doing a paper. And I went to the museum. And I was so busy looking at the little plaques on the side that I didn't look at the display until I looked at the plaque and that said Red Igbo. And I'm like, wow. And when I looked up, people looked just like me. I'm like, I finally found my tribe. So I was right. We are Igbo.
But that's just one small part of it. But that just means that's the line that was passed unchanged from mother to mother.
To mother Igbo.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
In the past, she was called Red Igbo as a child. Years later, DNA confirmed the truth. There are some things people say to you when you are young, words you don't understand at that particular time. Words that can sound sometimes strange, even uncomfortable. But years later, you realize they were not just words. They were clues. This is the story of Victoria Williams. She's a black American woman who grew up hearing something that never made sense to her. Her grandmother used to call her Red Igbo little girl. At that time, she didn't understand it. She would ask herself, why are you calling me that? What does Red Igbo even mean? To her, it just sounded like one of those old family names. The kind elders say without explaining. So she ignored it. Wow. She moved on with her life. Years later, while she was in the college, something happened. She went to a museum to do a school assignment. Nothing serious, just research. She was walking through the exhibits, looking at the small description boards, not really paying attention to the display, the full display. Then she saw a label. It said, Red Igbo. That word again, Red Igbo. This time, it hit differently. So she looked up. And for the first time, she didn't just see history. She saw herself. The people in that display looked just like her. Same features, same appearance. And in that moment, something clicked deep inside her. She said, wow, I finally found my tribe. But the story didn't end there. Years later, she decided to take a DNA test, not just out of curiosity, but to understand where she truly came from. The result came back, and this time, it wasn't family stories. It wasn't museum labels. This was science. Her mitochondrial DNA, the genetic line passed from mother to mother, this from her mother's link, showed a strong connection to the Igbo people of Nigeria. So with a reliability score of 99.7%, that means this wasn't guesswork. It wasn't coincidence. This was confirmation. Now think about that for a moment. Her grandmother said it. She saw it in history. And science proved it. 3 different paths leading to the same truth. But this story is bigger than just one person. No, it's bigger than just one person. It speaks to millions of people, the African diaspora, Black Americans, and our blacks worldwide. People whose histories were broken, whose identities were scattered, whose origins were hidden by time and slavery. Now, through DNA, many are finding their way back, not just to Africa, but to specific people, cultures, and identities, like the Igbo, like Igbo. But it's also important to understand that DNA can show you a path, but it doesn't tell the whole story. That maternal line is one part of the story, one part of who she is. Still, it is a powerful part because for her, what started as a confusing name became a confirmed identity. She's not now confused about where she's coming from. So now the question is, what about you? What stories did your parents tell you that you never understood? Maybe it's time to look deeper. And maybe it's time to ask questions. And maybe it's time to reconnect, because sometimes your history is not lost. It is just waiting for you to find it. This story is based on personal DNA results and individual experience. DNA ancestry reflects only specific genetic lines and may not represent a person's complete heritage or identity. Thanks for watching. I'm Atoka OJ. Please share this video widely. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed.